What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so
Let's go. We're unmuted. We're good to go. What's up, Jordan?
Woo, hello.
I didn't tweet because I'm a professional.
I forgot to tweet.
We're such professionals.
I
Hi,
did
Jordan.
change the title. Hi, Jordan.
You did? Nice. Nice.
To paranormal activity. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, I did, but it didn't save. There we go.
What a podcast.
Okay. What a shit show. I've got so much. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Shit.
What?
I just clicked this thing and this other thing popped out. And good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good now that like tomorrow's our day off and like the past 3 days has just been busy.
All the busy.
All the busy, but like that's the role of a manager, right? Gonna be busy. Just get used to it.
Get used to it. Get used to it. More responsibility soon to come, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't mind talking about it here because like no one's gonna blab because we're supposed to keep it hush hush, but like we gotta tell somebody, like, or else we'll just explode.
Yeah.
You know? Like
it's like shaking a soda can and
that's our boss pretty much because he mentions shit when he can't really talk about it in depth and he's like, don't talk about it, guys, and we're like, bro,
getting you all excited,
like, come on, and like now you gotta leave for a week. Can't tell us anything.
That.
But yeah, like I'm sure that we were the last one in the line of people that need to know things. I think we were the last ones, which makes sense.
For sure.
Yeah, because Jordan thinks that everything's happening in. He's suspecting that this is all gonna go down in June, which I hope it doesn't happen in June because we're going to the friggin' States in June, and knowing our luck, it's gonna be like, oh, you're moving on like the actual like weekend of the concert, and I'm like, how are you gonna fucking handle that? Because like,
hopefully not.
Well, Jordan, like, we'll just have a talk with them and be like, look, we booked this time off, and we paid money to go somewhere else. Like, we got like
give us a little time.
It's not gonna work, but like it depends on how the scheduling for the person downtown to move versus the person who's in the building that we're in. She's going like downtown. Like it all depends on that shuffle, you know.
Sure.
But like, I'm not skipping the concert. No, because like that's like a waste of a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No.
But
especially since it's all paid for, it's all ready to go. Like
exactly,
like have those solidified.
Be understanding, which like which it'll be fine. Like it just deep down, like I'm a little stressed about that, but I'm like, what are the odds? But I'm like, this is how the company rolls. They secretly know when you have shit planned. They know you have the date, and we got the paperwork. Like our boss like signed it, like it's a done deal. That's good.
Just the way the company works, they tend to like just be like, oh no, well it doesn't matter. Here, it's happening now.
Exactly. That's how they work. It's how they work. But like, yeah. So I'm thinking because how this whole ball is rolling, that the whole thing that started this ball, let's say, is that the managers on the island are retiring, and they're moving back home to take care of some sickly family. So that's probably not going to change.
Okay.
So the downtown girl who's in charge of the downtown building, who's originally from the like island too, she's going back home to do that building. And then the woman that we're moving to her building, she's going back downtown where she originally was at with us.
Okay.
So that's how, like, I can't imagine anything changing because, like, once you choose to retire and move, Like, very small chance you're changing your mind about that.
Yeah, once you're retiring, you're usually done.
Exactly. So as long as none of that goes wrong, then
Oof. Like musical buildings, basically.
they like to do that every couple of years. Yeah,
Mm.
they honestly do. Like, it's an actual thing. They just don't want people getting like too like cozy in their buildings, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which I think is weird because, like, wouldn't you want to be cozy in your building and know everything about your building and know all the people in your building?
Most of the people, at least you should meet them at least once, right?
Exactly. Like, Jordan and I are really strict about you're not friends with your tenants. We're very strict on that, which kind of sucks because there's some of them where it's like, oh, I really want to be like your friend.
Friends, yeah.
But no, it can complicate things and it's not good.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's kind of
really
sucks. It's smart, but it's also like sad and lonely because like you're surrounded by all these people that there's some people that are really cool and you can picture yourself being friends with, but you're like, I gotta keep this barrier up. Which, like, I've seen other arms like not do that, and I'm just like, stop being friends with these people. Like, it complicates things, and when we gotta like,
it can make things super complicated. You're not wrong.
And like when we gotta have tough talks with them, it's awkward because you're friends now. And like they'll try and pull the friend card and be like, yo, bro, we're friends. Be like, not in this situation.
Yeah, but no, this is still my job.
Yeah, this is like my career.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I gotta be a dick.
Career.
I gotta be a dick right now. Sorry.
Yeah. That's whack.
Yeah, it is whack. Like I feel so weird when like I see like the other arms, for instance, because the other arms they do have a kid. She's like 4, so like. And, like, they're Spanish speaking, which, you know, like, when someone speaks, like, Spanish or anything else, all of the Spanish or whatever else speaking people, like, gather and they, like, become, like, a clique, you know? So, like, there's all these...
My fellow
Spanish speaking friends, and, like, they know all the Spanish people, and the Spanish people will come down and talk to them in Spanish while I'm sitting there going, hi, I don't speak Spanish. thanks but like yeah like that it doesn't bother me. It just sometimes because most of them are really nice because they're like, oh sorry, I have like a question, I just don't know how to ask it in like English, and I'm like, yep, whatever, go right ahead. But like they have a kid and these other people have kids, so like they go to like birthday parties with the tenants, and I'm like, that's kind of in my brain crossing the line, but they have a kid. So it's not fair to punish the kid because you work here, and I don't think they believe in the same mindset of, like, you can't be friends with tenants.
Sure, yeah.
I
can see how it's a line crosser, and I can also see how you need to, like, be social, and it's an exception also with a child because...
Exactly.
It's, like, not like they have, like, house neighbors. They have, like, apartment room neighbors, you know? Sweet neighbors, really. So... Yes, they work there. Yes, it can get complicated, especially pulling the friends card, of course.
Yeah.
But for the children, right?
Exactly.
For the child. Let them be social. It's so good for development. So,
exactly.
I don't know. I see the loops, but I also very much see your side of it with the
like,
whole...
I just feel very weirded out when, like, they're like, oh, we're going to go have dinner with blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. But, like, once again, for the child.
Yeah. My dumb ass would be friends with people.
It's so hard. Like.
Yeah. You guys are strong people for that. Like, well, it depends. Like you said, it would have to be someone that I'd click with.
Like, there's been a few people that, like, we've really clicked with, but at the same time, I'm just like, I can't be, like, for instance, like, in our old place, we were kind of friends with, like, these 2 people, and we talked about, like, gaming and this and that, and, like, we were kind of cool like that, and then Jordan joined their Discord, And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So then
no.
I joined the Discord, but I felt super weird about talking in the Discord. And I'm like, I can't post cat pics because in the building you weren't supposed to have pets. So you can't post cat pictures.
Look at my kitty cat.
Exactly.
Patrick.
So then I just pieced out. I was like, I can't be in this Discord. This is weird. So I think he also pieced out too. But like, we tried to be friends with tenants, but deep down it just is too. It's just so
too
hard.
Much. You've got like stuff you're kind of you can't be transparent about the pet thing.
We can't shit talk about.
You can't be yourself completely.
We can't shit talk about the other tenants. Like like I just exactly. You can't be your true self with
you're just like a portion of yourself. Yeah. You're essentially a fake friend.
I am a very fake friend if like you're living in my building.
Yeah, you in general. I'm not saying like you personally, but yeah, like you become a fake friend because
I can't bitch about my boss because you know my boss.
Yeah, and I don't want you as the tenant to know that the boss is
a dickhead.
Doing some dumb shit or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like. And like
when you're you to stay here, give us your money.
Like when you're hanging out with friends, like that's a big thing too. You talk about your day, you talk about work.
Yeah.
I can't talk about work with you. It's weird. Like,
so much to hold back.
So much to hold back. Like making friends is hard. It's hard enough, but having the strict rule of like you can't make friends with the 300 adults that are living here. That's a big pool of people that I can't be friends with.
There's at least one in there that you're going to click with or have, like, something in common, probably,
Yeah. And, like...
Gosh, that sucks.
The other arm girl, I try so hard. Like, we're friendly, but we're such opposite, like, people. Like, our vibes aren't the same, but we try really hard. Like, we're really friendly with each other, but, like...
No.
We're not friends.
Not jiving. Yeah.
Like, we're friendly, we chat, we laugh, we tell stories, but like, nah.
Yeah. It's like surface level.
Yeah. Like if like when we leave this place, I'm probably never going to talk to her again, but that's also just because I'm really bad at talking to people when I quit jobs.
Yeah, that's fair. I've lost contact with quite a few people from jobs.
Yes.
Some have become lifelong friends, though, I will admit.
Like, I always just feel like... I
stay in contact with.
I have, like, the mindset of just, like, if I leave a workplace or anything like that and I reach out to you, I'm just being annoying, you know? Right. I just feel like everyone's thinking that, oh, Shelly's just so annoying. Like, why does she keep talking to me and asking me, like, how my day is? She's just so annoying. Like... That's just how. That's how my brain works a lot. Like when I join a Discord,
stressful.
I feel like I'm the most annoying person in the world, and I'm like, these people hate me. I shouldn't even talk in this Discord
because you're positive and you're like saying hi and you're like, how's everyone's day?
And like like I have that inner monologue in my brain going, just shut up, no one likes you, shut up, everyone thinks that you're really annoying, Shelly, stop it. Which like I know I'm hoping is not the case. It's just me being a lunatic. So.
Well, it's just like it's just feeling insecure. I often find myself feeling similar in ways at times, so like I think it's just human nature in ways to just feel that way.
True. You know? And it probably doesn't help, like, when I was a kid, I would be in a friend group for a while, and then eventually, like, they would just, like, ditch me. Like, like I was that friend that you could, like, throw away, essentially.
No.
That's kind of how I was. Like, for a couple of years, this person would be, like, my best friend, and then all of a sudden, like, they move on from me, and I'm like, okay, I'll go find somebody else. And then I'll be friends with them, and then they'd move on and be like, okay, I'll go find somebody else. Like, that's kind of, like, that's how my friendships growing up were. And, like, I don't know, maybe I, like, internally thought, it's because you're annoying.
Gosh, I hope not. Like, that would be very
Yeah.
rude of people to just, like...
To be fair, like, we were children, so...
I do feel like people outgrow each other sometimes, because I've had a few best friends or whatever
Yeah.
in my life. You know, you just
Yeah.
kind of outgrow each other at a certain point too.
Mm-hmm.
Your interests
True.
change. Sometimes you just kind of just stop getting along, which is,
It
sometimes for the better. Too many
like
friends can be too
it
much.
happens, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I've had several different best friends from young, like, what I thought were best friends, but then
Yeah.
I haven't talked to some of those people in decades.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't have, like, I have a lot of acquaintances now, I guess,
Yeah.
more than anything, because it's a small town. So it's like,
Yeah.
a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have, like, a lot of, like, super tight people,
I feel that. I feel that.
you know?
Like, I think we're on the same page on that type of feel. Like,
Yeah.
especially when we moved away.
Yeah.
It kind of,
That's
like,
fair.
showed some people's true colors. And, like, even back home, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I spoke
Mm.
to probably, like, two people from school, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, I don't think I would talk to anybody from school.
I talked to 2 people now from school. Have lots of friends. Some people have only a few key friends. We're all the key friend type. We are the
Yeah.
very key friend type. But, like, I sometimes wish I was one of those bunch of friends people, But, like, I think that's also, social media's fault, in a way.
Yeah, I
Because,
agree.
like, you see all these, like, girls on TikTok, and they're like, oh, I'm with this friend group doing this. I'm with this other friend group doing this. I'm like, how many friends you got, girl? How many friends
See,
you
yeah,
got?
no, that's unrealistic, in my opinion.
I know,
And I
but,
just think
like,
that people, the more friends, the more drama there's going to be, in
true,
my
that's also a
opinion.
thing.
Unless you're just one of those, types of people who just are able to hold all the relationships. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm with Goofin. I don't have the energy for that. Like, oh my God, yeah.
I think a
I
group of
like to have a
4
select
friends is
few
like a
groups,
solid group
or
of
not
friends,
groups. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I like to have a select few friends.
Yeah.
Solid. Few acquaintances you might go out with occasionally, like that you're like friends with, but not like tight or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, I
Yeah.
have close friends now, but like I never see them because we're busy,
Life, man.
So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I have my 2 like super tight friends that one I got in a fight with a couple years ago now at this point, maybe a year and a half
Yeah.
ago. Then we've made amends, and then I've known her for 30 years. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Almost. No. 25. Either
That's a
way.
long time.
Long time. We've known it's just like one of those, she's a childhood friend that I've known for a long time that I'm fortunate to have. And I also have another friend who's in the same boat, but we're like same age. But we've known
Mm-hmm.
each other for quite a long time as well. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't talk as often as we would probably like to. We all live
Mm-hmm.
far away from each other. It's like the occasional phone calls here and there.
Yeah.
Sometimes they last 10 minutes. Sometimes they last 3 hours.
Yeah.
Some of the phone calls. So, but it's like not very often, It's just sad how that works out.
Yeah.
And just like making friends in general is hard. Like, how
It's
vulnerable do you allow yourself to be to someone new?
exactly. And, like,
You know?
how do you not come across as weird? You know? you
I mean,
know?
I
Or-
just think, yeah, because like I can't tell people about what I enjoy, like gaming wise, right? Because that's really what I enjoy, especially when it's winter. Like,
yeah.
for example, I'm just gonna show y'all. This is out my window that I normally look out. Okay,
Hell yeah, let's snoop. Oh my God, there's not much snooping going on there.
no snooping. Literally stuck in a dungeon. Okay.
Yeah.
So gaming becomes like a really it's like safe space for me in a way, happy
Mm.
place, because that's what I get to look at. Like, literally, it's just snow everywhere, even just out, just
Oh
snow. That's black. That's just snow.
my
That's snow.
God.
It's starting to melt, but like, so winter kicks in, and I can't talk to anyone in person. Like, I talk to you guys, obviously, and Kona knows, and like John's kind of getting into gaming, but like, honestly, there's not a lot of people really get it. I have one close friend of mine who's I've known for a long time, not close, but we're like family. Our moms went to high school together. He is just a longtime neighbor friend, but we're tight.
Yeah.
He just recently went through a breakup.
Oh no.
And I went over to his house to see how he was doing, and he was pretty deep into a whiskey bottle. And I know him so well. I know this person so well because we've known each other literally like our moms. I think we were in the womb together. Like his mom was pregnant at the same time my mom was pregnant, so we were like, I call each other womb buddies. But and we don't like hang out all the time. It's very occasional. But I knew he was going through some stuff, so I stopped by and I was like, dude, have you eaten? And this is something that's very normal because he has a hard time like eating sometimes in his life. So I'd call him out. You know, are you eating? And he's all like thin, and he's like, I was trying until you came over, and I'm like, you knew I was coming over. That's bullshit. You can't blame me and blame me. Anyways, and they laughed at me, but the point is like we just, you're lucky to find that friendship, and like I feel like I got lucky with my neighborhood I grew up in. I'm not friends with most of those people anymore because they're all boys, except for the one girl I've known forever. I had a fight with and all that, the crystal ball gal. She was the youngest of everybody anyways, you know, but still, I don't know. It's just, I feel fortunate for that, but like, I'm not friends with all those people anymore. You know, one was a massive drug addict, kind of criminal who got his shit together finally. One turned out to be a massive musician and is living up in Northern California.
Wow.
One just lives locally and chills, you know, there's just a small group, and it was just us living in this small neighborhood in Tahoe. So it's, I don't know. Friends are just cool. I don't remember what, the one thing about my friend that I find hilarious, because I've known him so long. I used to do this to him when I was a kid. I could always tell when he has to pee.
Okay.
Always. And he didn't even have to like really pee yet, but I could tell by the certain way he was standing. I was like, because he was getting something for me. I can't remember what it was, but it required like him to like, you know, I think he was getting me a shot of whiskey or something. I can't remember because I wanted to indulge and like feel sorry, be with my friend or whatever. And the way he stood subtly, I looked at him like, you know, you can go pee before you pour that if you want. And he just looked at me. He was like this. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, and he went and peed.
That was good.
Anyways, but that's my funny story about a friend of mine. But yeah, friends, just, I don't know, knowing people in general like that is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's kind of fun when someone learns you like that and they just know who you are, what you want, or what you're doing. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Friends,
you know, friends.
They're
sometimes complicated.
I don't get to see a lot of friends very often, you know?
Not me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither, but that's okay.
You're the friend I get to see the most frequently. That's for sure.
See how we get to see
and
each other
here,
a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I really don't get to see a lot of any of my friends, like, even on a camera.
Yeah.
We don't FaceTime. A lot of the time, I never get to see Goof.
You never get to see Goof. You see Jordan.
You see Jordan sometimes. Okay, so let's talk about something. Because I've seen Jordan going live on Kick a lot.
Yeah, he's like...
Wow, that's an aggressive place to put that
That's
can
literally, with everything, he could be holding anything and he'll do that. Anything.
Patrick, come here.
Even
that's
a
like
fork.
Too. It's
like,
a man thing.
It's so annoying. You just gotta ignore it. You don't indulge it. You just...
Don't bend over anywhere either.
Just don't do it, okay? Don't bend over anywhere.
I'm down,
It's dangerous.
Just don't bend over.
Yeah, don't bend over. Don't... And if they're just doing, just grab it and just ignore it. Like, don't even, like...
Stop it.
Don't even, like...
Get out of here.
Acknowledge it. Like, everything. It's such a man thing.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Strongbow apple cider.
Oh, cool. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm drinking a watermelon White Claw.
Hell yeah, watermelon. Best flavor of anything.
I like it.
Watermelon's so good. I love watermelon.
Yeah. I have some cider as well, but it's a ginger cider.
Ooh.
I really like ginger. Yeah. I kind of think I might have had, when I was really sick, like recently, most recent past, I kind of think I might have had COVID because, well, tests that we took all came back negative, but I'm tripping because now because I had some of that ginger cider and I was feeling kind of good one day. So I was like, oh, I'm going to try some of this. And it tasted like cider to me, but I didn't really notice the ginger very much.
Yeah.
And Kona was like, whoa, wow, that's some strong ginger. And I'm like, really? I notice. Like, huh, weird. And so now that I'm like all healed up, everything's better or whatever, and I've tried it again since, it's like really strong. And I'm like kind of thinking to myself going, either I was because that's happened before, I think, with other illnesses, but like where you can gently lose your because I could still smell stuff and taste stuff, but it just wasn't as strong, I guess.
Yeah, so like you were a bit like clogged up, and it was blocking the senses.
And I could have just been super congested too, like but it just, I don't know, it weirded me out. I was like, maybe I had COVID but it just weirded me out as well because every time it was negative.
Yeah, that's also weird. But like,
so it's just like
that could be
that happens to a lot of people.
Exactly. Like like last year when I thought that I had COVID, like halfway through, probably like a couple days in, I started to lose my sense of taste and smell, and like I couldn't figure out if it was fully gone or if just I could taste a little bit, or I just knew what this like thing tasted like, so I can
mind
like
over
imagine
matter.
it. But like that was for about 2 months. I had that of like I could barely taste anything. Everything had a slight taste, but everything just tastes like mush essentially.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, because my ear was clogged for a really long time. I had literally that shit went from my throat to my nose to my ears, sat in my ears for a week, came back down into my nose. Then I had a cough and now I'm better. Sometimes my left ear like gently clogs, but I'm kind of used to that from being a kid and having ear infections and stuff. But so like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was COVID, like legit, and like maybe I think one of the tests I took was expired, but me and Kona were like, fuck it, let's send it anyways. Like, so it could have, I know it just not worked, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of don't trust him anyways, because sometimes it's like test, negative, and then positive.
Exactly.
And then I'm like, what? But I've never tested positive yet, so regardless of all that.
Yeah, like I didn't bother doing a test because like when I was like last year, because I'm like, because I felt as bad as I felt when I had my first shot. Because when I got my first shot, I was, oh my God, I was so sick.
Crushed.
I was destroyed.
I got crushed too.
I was like, like we got the shot and then we went out to a mall, and then like halfway through, I'm like, Jordan, I'm fading. I need to go home. And then the night just got worse and worse and worse. I had a fever. I had the shivers. I was so hot. I just felt like death. And like the sickness I had last year, I'm like, this feels like when I got my shot. So I just kind of put like 2 and 2 together, and like, I'm not going to bother getting tested.
I kind of feel the same way as far as the last one, where I kept thinking to myself, man, this kind of reminds me of how I was feeling when after I got my shot.
Yeah, because like
so
I've never been sense. I've never felt that sick before ever. Like I've been
when
like
I was a kid, I'd been that sick before, where my fever was really high, and I was hallucinating.
Oh my Lord!
Like, hello, parents, give me some medication. What the fuck? I'll never forget that though. So, and obviously that wasn't COVID because I was a child. So, but still, I'm pretty convinced.
Yeah,
I might have had it then. It's whatever. Finally, it got me, but
yeah, it's gonna get you eventually.
Honestly, I was like, wow, I'm so lucky. I got through this for so long.
Same. I was like being all like, oh, I don't care about masks and washing my hands. It's fine, and then deathly sick.
I'm just crushed.
Destroyed.
Yeah, so that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just checking out what we put it into our discussion thing.
Oh yeah, I think we had that.
We have a couple.
Floating island.
The floating island that like shifts around in this little circle.
Yeah, and that was, I can't remember where that was.
I watched a TikTok from like that lake chick that I sent you a while ago. She has one about this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why it looked familiar. I feel like I felt like I saw something about it before I saw the article. And I wonder if it's just such a trip that it's perfectly circular.
It's so weird. I'm just copying it and putting it into
I guess it's maybe a little oval, but I'll put the link to the article in our chat, and then Chelly's gonna pop it on there. But
cool. I'm gonna do this.
So, I doubt you can stand on that.
I don't know. But, like, I know that it, like, moves around, like, the whole. South America's second longest river, the floating island, are found in many parts of the world, including Finland, Turkey, Italy, Serbia, Danube Delta in Romania, and Ukraine. Lake Titicaca on the border between Bolivia and Peru. Lake Loktak is in India. But this Argentinian island stands out from the rest because its shape and its continuous rotation. Cool. Like, it's crazy.
The unusual piece of land known only as El Ojo, Eye Island, was formed by some very special currents that keep the circular island in constant motion. As it collides with its surroundings, it repeatedly detaches the muddy bits that might have given it a rest.
Oh. Well, I can't eat that now, can I? Could you put that in the freezer?
Eat it right now.
He got me ice cream, but I can't eat it right now.
Just eat it.
Just put it in the freezer. Can you not fart?
Those are tasty.
30 seconds. God, he's been farting so much. So annoying.
Yes.
It's like just little farts too, and they're just so annoying. Like we'll be sitting there watching a movie, and then just every like 30 seconds,
little farts. Are you pooping your pants?
Like
you love it.
Stop pooping your pants, Clee says.
Is he pooping his pants?
You pooping your pants? But yeah, like this island, like I really want to stand on top of it, right?
It looks kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous I'd sink through.
You can swim out. It's fine.
Ew, I don't want to go in that water.
Why not?
Underneath it.
What's wrong with
I
the
don't
water?
know. Alligators? What fish are in there?
I don't know.
What's going on? I don't like it. No. John is so spoiled. My kid, because like Lake Tahoe, you see right through it.
Yeah.
See what's going on. We're watching some fail videos as a family on the living room TV the other day, and we're all cracking up. Ah, and there comes this video of this like really nasty brown water. I don't remember exactly what goes down, but John goes, "Ew, that's disgusting. I don't like that water." And I just died laughing. I like hysterically could not keep myself together because I'm like, you are one spoiled stinker when it comes to water. Well, maybe when it comes to other things, but that one specifically just made me laugh so hard because I'm like, I agree. Like, I personally don't really want to go in super muddy water. Like, I get it. So you get an honest kid.
Yeah.
But at the same time, be a little open-minded. Like, it could be okay. But
it's
no, I don't think I'll go. Would you swim in brown water? Happily?
Depends on where I am.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Do I know that there's like sharks in there, or, like alligators? Do I know that? Am I told that there's not alligators?
I don't think I'd swim in it. I'd be a little bitch for sure. Even if I knew, I'd be like, nope, don't trust you, don't trust it.
I don't know if I would swim in it. I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Because what if you're swimming and then all of a sudden it moves and now you're trapped underneath the island? Sorry.
No. What if a plant touches your leg and accidentally wraps around you and you can't move?
No, that's scary.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
The toes get nibbled. Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, nah. Nah.
There's this lake up in Desolation Wilderness, which is deep in the Sierras. You can get there driving like Jeeps and stuff. And it's called Bear Lake. And yes, often bear walk around it, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But there's often like a lot of frogs up there and this, that, and other. And it's an alpine lake. It's very small. It's probably as big as this dang floating island that we got going. I mean, that looks like it's probably pretty small, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like there's legit trees. Like you can even see tall grass. Mm-hmm. So it's, maybe a little bigger than that, whatever. And you can kayak on it. You can see, like, in the spring, you can see all the little tadpoles, like, swimming around. Oh, it's so cute. But then when you're in a boat in the middle of this fucking lake, on the shore, it's nice. You can see, like, the bottom. It's all nature. Yay. But around the edges, it's, like, the tall, what are they called? Cattails, kind of, like, whatever. And, like, grass. And you get in the middle. And it's like, I don't even know how deep this fucking lake is. I've never even attempted it. I have no idea. But about a foot or two below the surface of the water, depending on the time of year, sometimes that shit gets up close to the top. There's this plant that grows in there. And it's all over the bottom. Don't know what the fuck is in between all those plants. And, oh man, we talk about water and like sharks and oceans and like the would you rathers and that kind of shit. That is something I would probably really freak out. Genuinely freak out if I fell into the water.
That pond has leeches. Right? It probably does.
I don't know if leeches can survive up there.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Because of how cold the water gets. I agree. But I'm not sure that. But see, no, I think that let's look. Let's do some research.
Let's do some Googling.
Like, okay,
where can a leech live? Can they survive cold water? Yeah, leech habitat. That's it. That's what we're trying to find out.
Shallow protected waters concealed among aquatic plants or under stones, logs, and other debris. They are attracted to water disturbance around docks and swimming areas. On hot summer days, leeches are most active. Ew. In winter, they burrow in mud just below the frost line.
Ew.
So it looks like it could be possible.
Ew.
But I doubt it because there's never been record of it. But ew.
Ew. I don't like leeches at all.
So
all. They're nasty.
The fish and stuff, they're all probably fine in this little lake. It's all probably fine, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the fact that the plants are there rubbing against your legs. You're swimming along them. And it's like, I don't know. They're going to grab me and suck me under, I swear.
Gross.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like the horror shit that goes through my mind. Ugh. So I stay in the boat. Long story short, stay in the boat.
Stay in the boat.
Don't let it tip over. No fuck around.
No fuck around in lakes.
I'm getting anxiety thinking about it. I do not like being in the water with like dead trees under me.
Ew,
or like
no. Crocodiles.
Or like long like when a lake or something there's a drought and you can see like there's bushes everywhere. Yay, that's so beautiful. But when it's not a drought, excuse me while I'm dying.
That's okay.
When it's not a drought, those fucking bushes and stuff are still there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm going on a tangent with this. But that's
Go right
I can't,
ahead.
you guys. I can't. Anyways. That's my bit for the night, I guess. I can't handle shit underwater, dude.
Nah.
I love to swim. I can't handle I can't handle that. What about you? It doesn't bother you? Not like it has to. I'm just curious.
I don't like the ocean. The ocean's
Yeah.
scary. Sharks. Stingrays.
all of it. Anything.
Urchins.
Jellyfish.
Scary fish. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Seaweed.
Seaweed. Wrap it around your ankle.
I haven't swam it in a lake for a very, very, very long time. But
That's fair.
I
It's
would
just that
rather
sensation.
swim in a pool. You
Yeah.
know?
There's nothing in there.
Yeah, but like I was also one of those kids like imagined like a shark was like in those black lines in the pool, you know?
Sure.
I always envisioned a shark coming out of those. And I found out through a TikTok that was actually a very common fear.
Really?
And I was like, "Oh, I found my
You weren't
people.
alone.
I wasn't the
Yes.
only one that imagined a shark coming out of that fucking black line."
I mean, I'll swim just about anywhere as long as the water is like
Clean, clear.
kosher.
Yeah.
Like yeah, as long as it's good. Maybe not kosher, it's probably the wrong term, but as long as it's clean and clear of some sort,
I would
it's not
not
like
swim
stagnant.
in a pond. I wouldn't swim in a pond. That sounds disgusting. Sharks coming up the tub drain. I guess so, but like as a kid I never watched Jaws, so I don't know where this
Yeah, me
fear of this black line in the pool came from, but apparently people my age, it is a thing. And I was like scrolling through like TikTok and they're like, it was during that trend where I don't know if you saw this trend or not because everyone has very different like TikTok things. Yeah. It's a trend where like they'll show their face and they'll be like, "Oh, our childhood fear just like came true." And then it pans to like them as a kid, quote unquote, going, "Oh, did blah 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 happen?" And it's the dumbest shit. And one of them was the pool shark.
Oh, how funny.
And I'm sitting there going, "Hold on a minute. I gotta look this up. I gotta look at like what other people are saying." And there's more people going, "Yes, the pool shark." And I'm like, "Oh my God. It wasn't just me scared of this imaginary pool shark." And it was just so great because like Jordan, I'm pretty sure like he does not share the same fear of the pool shark. So when I would try to tell him about it, he'd be like, "I don't understand what you're talking about." Why would you think there's a shark in the black lines of the pool?
But you don't understand.
Yeah.
It looks like it. So like I didn't have a lot of pools.
Okay.
Growing up, right?
Fair enough, yeah.
So like I didn't catch on to this, but I guarantee if I had more pools around me, I probably would have.
Yeah.
To be frank with you.
Yeah.
I had lake mostly. That was I learned to swim in a pool, but it didn't have the black lines. It was a little different design.
Okay.
And then we did another like survival course, cold water survival course as a kid. In that same pool where you learn to create inflatable rafts with pants or your sweatshirt and how to tread water for a long time in cold water, how to survive in cold water. Yeah, it was really, really cool class. I don't think they offer it anymore. I don't think. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they like show you like especially they specifically have you wear like jeans and like a sweatshirt and things like that, and you have to like take off the stuff that's not going to help you float, and you take your jeans off, and you tie each leg shut. If I recall correctly, yes, and then you tie your like main big area, and then just it seems like a lot in the water, but like you actually can do all of this without like as long as you stay calm. They teach you how to breathe. But you can basically blow air into your jeans and then tie them, and they become a floating device.
Makes sense.
You can put them around your shoulder and like keep you float your head above water.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll never forget that class. I was little too. I was younger than 10, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, we did that in our pool. It was great fun. I remember we had to do the survival thing. Yeah, I kind of feel like I remember having to get boots too. I sort of remember that because they really kind of do the whole. Well, that's the point of it, right? Is the survival? It's a survival course to go through the whole flow of it. But I mean, I live in a pretty cold lake, or at a pretty cold lake, so I don't know how warm it's gonna get this summer. We got a lot of snow melting into it, so we'll see.
Oh,
it's gonna be cold, yeah. So go to the pool with hiking boots, jeans, and a wool sweater. I feel like it was very similar.
Look at you guys.
I do, yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the jeans were the thing that was the most prominent that I remember. It became a fucking floating device. I was like, this shit's crazy.
Just all amazed, like, hell yeah, I have the power.
Who would have thought? I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
My mom signed me up for that shit. I'm like, okay.
Like, it's probably
Is it gonna give me anxiety? 'Cause otherwise, hell no. I'm not going in there. But back then, we didn't know what all that meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can read it through my kids like that. The moment they're like, I'm like, yo, I got you. It's fine. Let's talk through this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to tread water for 20 minutes, swim a million laps of pool water, touching the side or bottom. Yeah, I do remember that. A friend of mine just reminded me of that class a few months ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had forgotten about it a bit, and then he reminded me, and it pops in my mind like all the time.
Yeah.
No, ever since. We had like a winter like outdoor survival course too called Hug a Tree that we did.
Nice.
As kids too.
That's a good idea.
Survive and winter. Yep.
That's good.
Die, but side stroke, yeah. Conserve energy. Yeah. That shit was fun. I wish we had more. I mean, we have pools up here, but it's like you have to be part of the association or know somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fancy shit then.
Yeah. Like people don't just like have pools unless they're rich.
But you could technically like get like a above ground pool for the backyard.
Yes. We did get one. My mom, I got her one years ago. And then when John was born, it was to rehab her foot. So she had like a nice big spot in the summer. She could just let her foot sit in cold water, and she could just be nice for her back and blah blah blah. She was in a lot of pain a lot. So, but she never used it. So I was like, hey, would you mind if I borrowed the pool? Mm-hmm. And when I got the fucking thing, it was a pretty small one. It's a small one.
Yeah.
But when I got it, it was $50 for her at the Kmart down the road, which Kmart doesn't even exist really anywhere. I think it exists somewhere, but not in America.
Yeah. Like we have them here.
Okay, they do? Okay, you guys do.
Well, like you couldn't, like Kmart is like a corner store essentially.
See, for us, it was kind of like a wannabe Walmart.
Oh,
or like a
Target.
But like shittier. Target's like
shittier than Target.
Because here Target's
Target there's
fancy.
Nice. Yeah, Target there's bougie.
Fancy box store. It's like the bougie Walmart, right?
Yeah, but when it came
for
here,
us,
it was trashy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So some Targets can be really like gnarly. They like, just like need to upgrade, and then others like are. There's one, anyways. Some are too bougie, and you're just like, I don't belong here. Normally, is how I feel. I don't belong here. Anyways, I get this fucking pool for her. I ask her if I can borrow it. She's like, sure, go for it. And it's worked great, but when she gives it back to me, it has an inflatable part on the top, so the water has more stability of staying inside the pool. There's a leak in it somewhere. I can't.
Oh no!
I can't find it. Yeah, but we've had it out a couple times, and it's just kind of hard to maintain. We don't have the proper chemicals for it, and just like everything, and then we end up having to just dump it out, and it's just like a lot of water just dumping out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's small, and it's just so yes, you can get an above ground pool and stuff like that, but like it's kind of frowned upon up here, especially when you're in a drought. People really kind of like to try to give you shit for it. So
yeah, probably.
But last year I didn't give a fuck. It was a massive. We were like going into that. It was kind of droughty weather, but it was like no, like I am proudly going to let this entire pool dump onto the ground. So
water the
that
grass.
If so that if the fires come, since we were in that mode still, it felt like I'm gonna make sure the ground is like fucking moist.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally get it.
Made sense in my mind. This is a waste of water, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's all good. Like the water's gonna come on back. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's too funny. Yeah, not a lot of pools up here. Pools, creeks, lakes.
Nice.
I've never been to a natural hot spring. Kind of freaks me out.
Why?
What?
Why does it freak you out?
Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're taking a chance getting boiled up by Mother Nature, you know?
I guess.
Just putting yourself into a cooking pot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of weirds me out. Hot tubs are another thing. Like, I'm down with hot tubs. It's controlled. It's like,
yeah.
You know, controlled space. I should try it. Have you ever been into a hot spring?
Nah.
Would you?
Yeah. Like there was one in Saskatoon that I always wanted to try. Like it wasn't in Saskatoon, but it was in a smaller town, but it was like a saltwater hot spring thing. Jordan, what town was it in? It started with an M, I believe. But yeah, I always I'm wanted to try it, but we just never did.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts with a W, not an M. Close enough. It's like it's upside down.
It's right there. It's fine.
Yeah, the the Watrous hot springs. I've been there a few times. Yeah, Jordan's been there a few times, but I've never been there.
Have you been in the hot spring, Jordan? Yeah? Is that what that means?
Natural salt lake and mineral spa pool. Yes, fancy. And there's also hot springs in like Moose Jaw, I think, but I never went to Moose Jaw. Harrison, we were going to last year, but that place is expensive. Just a lake salty like the Dead Sea. Oh, okay. I thought it was a hot spring too. But yeah, one day we're going to Harrison. Yes, Moose Jaw has hot springs, but I've never been. But we will go one day. One day we will go.
You should go and tell me how it is.
We will. To the Harrison
and
hot
then
springs.
I'll try to go to a hot spring too.
So
there's some in Nevada nearby.
Why won't we?
Won't?
Why not? Huh? Why not? Yo mama. Exactly. That's my point. He's just trolling, the way he does.
Like, we're not going there. Books a ticket.
Books a ticket the next day.
Already has it ready. Not going there.
That seems like something he would do again.
Which will make me fart again. Oh, come on.
Make me fart
Farts are good for. I feel like hot springs smell like sulfur, anyways, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I would assume so. I don't know if I could handle that for too long.
I don't know. I don't really like hot tubs because it just gets me too hot. So I don't know how I would enjoy a hot spring.
That's fair. Like in the winter, it just seems like that would be nice.
Yeah.
But like stresses me out because again, water, what's in there, it's probably nighttime when I'm going, of course, in my mind. For some reason.
Okay.
Why is it nighttime when I'm gonna be there? I don't
know.
There's gonna be snow around.
Yeah, probably.
And there's gonna be something in the fucking water that's gonna touch me and I'm like, nope, I'm out. Not going back in. Melting the snow around me with my body that's just like raging from the freaking hot spring and my adrenaline. Anyways,
the drama.
I can't do water like that.
Nah,
stresses me out.
Love it.
I think drowning is like really scary.
I agree. It seems pretty scary.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather get burned to death or drown?
Oh, I don't know because like burning hurts if you don't like immediately. If you don't die like quick, you're stuck with those burns and that would hurt so bad.
Hurts bad.
But like drowning, I feel like you drown and then it hurts a bit in like your chest and then you just kind of like fall asleep painfully. That's what I think drowning's like. I don't know. I've never drowned.
Me neither. I just assume you just can't breathe.
Yeah.
Which sounds awful.
And like either you panic or just accept your fate, I guess. I don't know.
Both.
Yeah. One of the most painful deaths. Second was burning.
No way, really?
I don't know. I feel like burning, like, especially if you don't die, like, straight away, you know?
I guess if you're going to burn, you're probably going to die from smoke inhalation or pass out to that first.
True, yeah.
But that sucks.
Like, with drowning, you're kind of just awake.
Underwater. Just drowning.
Drowning.
Oh, God. Sorry. What a morbid topic, guys. But I was
let's switch it over to something.
Fucking go there for something for some reason. I can't choose one. I personally think they're both gnarly, and I hope neither of them happen to anyone that I know. It's something about fucking water. Oh, that's awful.
That makes sense.
I hope that's not anything any of us have to deal with.
Yeah. Don't drown it. Don't do it.
And don't burn to death.
Don't burn to death either.
God. What else did we have on the docket tonight? Went on some weird tangents this evening.
The Barbie movie.
Barbie movie.
The Barbie movie.
We need to talk about Paranormal 3 as well.
Yes, that was the main part of this, but yes.
Should we play the trailer?
Sure.
Let's play the trailer for everyone.
I got some theories that like I don't think will pan out, but I got some like theories on this movie.
So negative. I don't know how I feel about Ryan Gosling as Ken.
Ken. I don't know. This movie seems fucking weird.
Kens.
Yeah, there's several Kens. There's several like Barbies.
I do have a little bit of a theory as well.
I got a theory.
Yes.
And let me just get this all lined up. Make sure you guys can hear things. Do you got it lined up on your ends?
Mm-hmm.
Sound is on. So now stream should be able to hear sound. If it's loud, I'm sorry. If it's quiet, I'm sorry. But you know how things work.
This was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Like, I got theories that we'll get, like,
I thought I might stay over tonight.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
So
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
My Barbies look like that one Barbie.
What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
Oh, looks like this beach was a little too much beach for you, Ken.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I'll beach off with you any day, Ken.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will
Michael
beach both of
Cera?
you off at the same time.
Beat both of us off.
Nobody's gonna beach anyone off.
No
But-
one's gonna beach anyone off.
I got feelings, I got theories, I got hopes and dreams for this movie.
Tell me.
Okay, so when they first announced this movie, I was like, strange, but intrigued. Okay, I didn't know, like, they've given nothing of what this movie's about. Even with that, we don't know what this movie's about, really. Like, so my theory is that the Barbie movie's gonna take a dark turn. So no, I have two theories. Sorry, that the Barbie movie's gonna take a dark turn, and it's gonna be like the Barbies realizing that they're fake and they want to break out of this dream land, and then like they kind of like rebel against something. Don't know what yet.
Like Toy Story in a way, kind of.
Yeah, in a way. And then my second theory is that it's going to be very similar to the Lego movie, where it starts off with, oh, it's Lego toys, blah blah blah, but then like halfway through you find out that the Lego world is like this dad's like basement, and it's the kid playing with them.
I agree.
Like,
I think it's that.
yeah,
I think there's little girls or
because the
whoever
posters kind of give a little hint, because they have a poster for all of the Kens and Barbies, but there's a couple of them that are like blah 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 name. Oh, she's human, and I'm like, there's humans in this then. So what does that mean?
Right.
Or is like the humans getting brought to this world and they're being turned into a Barbie? Like, I just really want this movie to have a fucked up twist. That's all I want. I think that would be like the funniest thing ever.
It's Barbie too.
Yeah. It needs it. Something Ken and Barbie hit the real world. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know a lot about this movie. But I just want this movie. I want people to go see it and then like come out going, was not thinking that was going to be that movie. You know?
I wonder. I'm curious. I want to see it just to know.
You know, yeah.
I was a big Barbie kid.
I was a Barbie kid, but also I had like those like plastic horses, but they weren't like, they were like realistic plastic horses, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? So we had like a lot of those, and like we would like, my sister and I would just play that all the time. But like,
yeah,
I'm so torn about this movie, and I want it to do well. Like, I really do. I think it'll be good fun, but I really want it to have a fucked up twist.
Yeah.
I think it'll be great.
I hope it will.
Yeah.
Like, kind of how, what is it? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's Willie with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
How, like, okay, those stories in general are pretty dark, but like, the idea of them is to be quite light, right? Like, Candy Factory, blah, blah. I do feel that the Johnny Depp version took it to a really dark level. Yeah. Like, yes, what's his name? Gene. What's his name? Who does Willy
I don't
Wonka?
know. Like the original one?
Gene Wilder. Oh my gosh, I was thinking I got
GG.
Gene. Anyways, yes, it was dark, right? But it like wasn't. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain
like
that.
Like,
you know?
there were some spots where like you're like, this is a bit weird.
Yes.
This
So I
is
kind
taking
of feel
a weird
that
tone.
I feel like Barbie could be kind of on that verge of weird too.
Yeah.
Where it's
I just want it to be weird.
It's not dark, but it's dark, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Cera, I loved, like, when I saw that and I saw him, and I'm like, oh my
He's
God,
just
Michael
super
Cera's in this! Fuck yeah!
He's great. He's
But yeah,
so good.
like, I agree with you. I'm very torn about, like, Ryan being... Ryan in general.
Stoked.
In general, I'm not the hugest, like, a Gosling fan. I don't really understand the appeal of Ryan Gosling, in my opinion.
Man, when I was a kid, The Notebook was the popular thing.
Yeah.
So I guess my appeal or lack of appeal stems from that, perhaps.
But Drive was boring. I didn't like it.
No, never saw Drive. Well, maybe I have.
But like Gosling's in this not as like he can act well. It's because he's quote unquote hot. That's why he's in this movie. That's literally the reason he's in it, is because he's hot, supposedly. I don't know, just I never found him like that, like, attractive, you know? You could have picked up hotter dude, but like maybe he fits Ken in a way. Like his blonde, that is a bleach blonde. He does, but like
no,
also
I'm sorry.
Like Ken
was never bleached blonde like that, first of all.
No, I can't remember.
Not that I'm aware of. He was always kind of brown haired the Ken that I had. That is. Let's see, Ken
Barbie doll. I'm Googling it. Ken Barbie doll. There's many versions of Ken, first of all. Like,
first of all, right?
Let's be honest here.
Let's see, Ken original. See, like, okay, yes, some of them are blonde, but a lot of them have, like, brown hair. Like in Toy Story. He's got brown motherfucking hair. He doesn't have that bleach blonde shit.
Like, there are some blonde ones, but like...
Don't get me wrong.
But in the movie itself, like, it's showing that there's a bunch of, like...
yes.
Other Barbies, and there's a bunch of other Kens. And
even the girl Barbies, I get that.
Yeah, like, they are showing, like,
sizes,
all the different, like, jobs she has and different personalities of the Barbies, but, like...
And I understand that's the same with Ken, but I don't know. I'm going to definitely be critical of that.
Like, Ryan Gosling...
Honestly, maybe that's all they could get for the part.
Maybe.
No offense to him.
Like, what else?
It's going to be a great movie.
What has he been doing, honestly, like, for the past, like, let's say 5 years? What's he really been doing? I haven't heard his name since, since, La La Land. That was the last time I really heard his name.
I didn't realize he was married to Eva Mendes.
Yes.
They have children.
They're super quiet and, like, hush-hush. Like, people don't know shit about anything. Yeah, they've been a couple for a while now.
She's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I like her. I am a fan. She's gorge. I liked her in Hitch with Will Smith, and I loved all those stupid... That was my fucking type of movie. Rom-coms.
They're good.
Love them. Anyways, Hitch was great.
Hitch was a good movie, even though I will shit on Will Smith. He does some good movies. I just don't like him as a human being. But that's that's another topic that we've talked about. I feel like too much.
Yes, we've been there, done that with him. I just liked that movie. It was good.
Yeah, he has a lot of good movies. Like, I'm super stoked for his new I Am Legend. Like, I think that's gonna be fantastic. Like the first one's amazing. I love that movie. But yeah, Will Smith.
Looks like Ryan Gosling was in something called The Gray Man in 2022.
Okay.
Chris Evans would have been a better Ken.
Chris Evans as Ken.
Let's be real. He would have nailed it.
He would have been amazing.
He's gorgeous.
Most beautiful man alive, I feel. That movie was awesome, The Gray Man. Oh, have I seen it or have you seen it? Tell me. Chris Evans is stunning. Don't disagree with me. You know, it's like it's the truth.
He's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
Like he would be great as Ken. Even
man, Chris Evans was. What was it about?
Should even Chris Hemsworth, man, honestly.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth would have eaten that role up.
Just hum yum yum yum.
Like that, he was born to be Ken. I'm actually like annoyed now that like
disappointed. He doesn't even have like the facial structure. Like Ken is like square. Ryan Gosling is more like oblong.
He was born to be Thor, but also Ken. But from what like the news has been circling that Margot Robbie actually got that role because Amy Schumer walked out. But who knows if that's true or not, because if they're making a Barbie movie, I feel like Margot would be a better option than Amy Schumer. Bunch of pervs.
Wait, Amy Schumer was going to be Barbie, huh?
Yeah, like, to me, like, this is going to sound terrible, but, like, she's not really the body type to be the main Barbie. I know that sounds terrible, but...
Like, she would have been a funny Barbie.
She would have been a fun...
It says it right here.
She could have been one of the other Barbies. I don't think she would have been good as the lead Barbie. And also, like, I think she's kind of a bitch.
She said
Hollywood should dump her.
She said the studio definitely didn't want to do it the way she wanted to do it. The only way she was interested in doing it, so she quit. So clearly, she wanted probably a funnier approach to it. My bet.
Yeah.
And they wanted something, whatever they came up with.
Yeah, whatever it's gonna be.
The whole idea of it's pretty funny because the way that it's filmed so far, just looking at it.
It looks fun.
Reminds me so much of like an old Hollywood movie, how they were filmed with backdrops and stuff. Like,
it
kind of fills me with joy and that nostalgia part of it.
It just makes me think of like playing with like your dolls with like your like, for me, like my sister. It makes me think of that, like the Barbie that's doing the friggin' splits like all the time. There's like, it's just, I'm like, I remember doing that with my sister.
The one that falls down with the hair broken and the one that the outfit's just, oh God, I'll never forget. My mom's like, I can't buy you any more Barbies. You're just destroying them. It would like upset her because I was determined after a little while I would chop their fucking hair off because I had to like.
It never worked, right?
Never worked.
It never worked.
But I was determined. And now I see these TikToks of these people like redoing Barbie dolls. They take the makeup all the way off and then paint makeup on and make them look all like different. And I'm just like,
what is this?
Man, I'm ahead of this. I was doing that shit back in fucking second grade.
But maybe not as good. But
maybe not second grade. Well,
maybe.
Probably second grade.
But yeah, like, it's a movie that I'm not going to go see in the theaters, but I will rent it.
Yeah.
And I'll hope and pray that
I'll wait and see what it comes out on.
But I know that like TikTok's probably gonna gobble this movie up and like spoilers left, right, and center. I already know it. Like, it's that type of movie, you know?
Yeah.
But hopefully it comes out on something that they might stream it immediately, but I doubt it.
Or shortly after they put it out, you know?
Yeah, I
only in theaters July 21st. So after that, that's when we have to wait. But that'll go pretty quick.
Yeah.
Maybe a month or two.
Because I feel like the times between like it coming out and like it like being up to rent is like pretty fast now, I feel. Mm-hmm. It used to take months.
Yeah, whatever. Chris Hemsworth would have fucking conquered that shit.
He would have been so good.
He's big enough for it too.
And he's like silly. Like, yeah.
Dude.
Chris Hemsworth, yeah, he should have been Ken.
Hot, dude.
Ryan Gosling,
he ain't got it.
He's past his prime.
I'm so disappointed.
In my opinion.
Ew. No.
Like his fake tan, like I know it's all supposed to be a joke, but like I don't know, they could have cast Ken a little bit better. But who knows? Maybe he might rock this role. Maybe once we see the movie, we'll be like, I
I
see
hate it. Hate every ounce of it. I don't know. I'm going to try to be with you on this, that maybe
Maybe he can pull
maybe he's going to get through
pull
this
it
all
off.
right. But man, he's not unattractive. He just
No.
this isn't his role, man.
No.
This isn't his role.
Oh, and like
He's not Ken.
Will Ferrell's like also gonna be part of this
Right?
movie,
Okay.
which
I
I'm
thought I
so
saw
stoked
that.
for. I'm stoked. Whatever
So
that
who's
man's
he
in.
supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't know who he's supposed to be.
Or
Because-
toy company.
Because his poster pretty much just says call me a mother. So what does that mean? Like it gives you no clues.
It says on the cast, so the only people who have like roles
Yeah.
are Barbie, Ken, and then him as toy company CEO.
Okay.
So that gives us kind of an idea
Yeah.
that if he's the CEO, they must be. It's not like a.
I think it's gonna like meld into the
I
real
think
world, but I don't know
so.
how exactly it's gonna work. You know, like will it be like a Lego movie,
I think it will be.
or will they be like real people as dolls and they break into the real world? Like how exactly is this gonna work? I don't know. I'm very intrigued. I don't want spoilers. Like the trailers, I watched the one. I'm not gonna watch any more, probably, because I don't want too many hints. You know, I want to keep it a mystery.
Interesting.
What?
Interesting. Just I started going into a rabbit hole because it was like, what roles has Will Ferrell turned down? He didn't want to do a sequel to Elf, and I was like, that makes sense.
Oh, I love that
keep what's
movie.
good, right?
I love it. I love that movie, and also like that movie was filled with like so much drama. There was drama in that movie
Yeah.
because it seemed. Shush, Jordan. Shush. Elf is fantastic. Golden movie. I love it.
Hilarious.
So good. But yeah, and Elf 2 would have just been like, nah, just leave it as it is. You don't need sequels for
We don't need all
everything.
that. I can't believe Amy Schumer was supposed to be Barbie.
I'm not a
What?
huge like Amy Schumer fan.
She's all right.
She's rude. Like
Yeah.
like in life, I mean, she's pretty rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Feel
like
it.
yeah, she's funny, but at the same time, I feel like she's very much a one trick pony. Like she's the Ryan Reynolds, but a girl. Like she tries to be as crass and nasty but funny as she possibly can, and I'm like, those two are the same in my opinion.
No. Yes.
I
Very
haven't watched
similar.
a lot of her movies. It's just I've seen stuff of her, and I'm like, you're trying way too hard.
So, hold on.
Okay.
I was gonna read a little quick bit about Paranormal Activity and what we've gotten to so far.
Yes.
So I just went to Wikipedia. I'm gonna read from there because I didn't write notes from what we watched last night.
Mm-hmm.
I did we could technically go through like our chat, kind of laugh about what shit. Mostly me saying ew.
Ew.
But,
No. Ew. No. Nope.
I will start off just quickly saying that yes, this one was scary, but I didn't feel like Paranormal 3 was as scary as 1 or 2.
Really?
In my opinion.
Interesting.
I didn't think the jump scares were, maybe they were just less frequent, or maybe I just felt them coming
Maybe.
because I'd never seen that movie, right?
Yeah.
But I could like anticipated the scare. But there were a couple moments where I was like, no, that fucked me up, you know? Or like where a jump scare did get me really good, but I did feel more scared in the first and second one. I don't know why. Maybe it's just child actors. Maybe it's
the old setting.
Maybe just the setting. Like, I'm not really sure. Maybe I've just, because I would get lost in that house a lot. Like, how much I wish I had a big old house like that kind of deal. Like, not really, but like, yeah, really. And I don't know. I think I kind of got lost into that part of it versus letting it be like scary for me, because I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. And I didn't like how the main people died in this one. That sounds fucked up. But the one guy got like just bent in half and then he fell to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
sure.
I don't know. So let's read about the plot for Paranormal Activity 3. This movie was made in 2011, for those of you who did not know.
Wow.
The plot is, excuse me, in March 2005, Katie delivers a box of old videotapes to her pregnant sister, Christy Ray, and her husband, Daniel, which holds footage of young Katie and Christy with their mother, Julie, and her boyfriend, Dennis.
Oh, Dennis.
A year later, Christy and Daniel's house is ransacked and the tapes are missing. The VHS footage, filmed in 1988, makes up the rest of the film. A young Katie and Christy are living with their mother, Julie, and her boyfriend, Dennis, as their biological father had left them for reasons unknown. Dennis notices that since Christy's imaginary friend, Toby, oh, it's with an I didn't know that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's what they wrote in this, at least, yeah. Christy's imaginary friend, Toby, appeared. Strange things have been happening around the house. After filming an earthquake in the couple's bedroom and noticing an invisible figure in the footage, Dennis is advised by his friend Randy to place cameras throughout the house. Dennis and Julie hire a babysitter named Lisa to watch the kids, but she becomes desperate to leave due to several terrifying incidents. The following night, Christy tells Toby they're not friends anymore. Dennis discovers a strange symbol in the girl's closet and finds the same symbol in a book about demonology. When Christy becomes mysteriously ill, Julie and Dennis take her to the hospital. When Katie is left home with Randy, they are attacked by a black figure, which violently flings furniture across the room and scratches Randy on his torso. Hold up, pause real quick. Those motherfuckers played
Bloody
Mary in the bathroom first and really pissed off the demon. Can I just point that out?
I love that scene. It's so intense.
So good. That was
so
a
intense.
really good one.
I love that scene.
That's probably my favorite scene of the movie. I liked the babysitter scenes too. Like
that
whole flow.
That was a good one. But that Bloody Mary scene,
Those two were great.
It's just so intense. Like you're like, oh fuck. Like imagine yourself in that spot. How scared you would be.
Fuck that dude. When Julie and Dennis return home, he informs her that the symbol belonged to a witch's coven that brainwashed girls of childbearing age into having sons, then forced them to give up their sons and forget everything afterward. But Julie dismisses his claim. The demon harms Katie until Christy agrees to do what it asks. She asks her mother to take them to her grandmother, Lois's house, in Moore Park, California, and Julie agrees after encountering frightening activity herself. At 1 a.m. in Moore Park, Julie and Dennis are awoken by loud disturbances, and Julie goes to investigate. When she fails to return, Dennis goes to look for her. He finds occult imagery on the walls, including the symbol from the girls' room, and discovers several women, including Lois, dressed in black. Flees. I didn't notice Lois was out there.
It's hard to tell. It happens really fast.
He flees back to the house with the women in pursuit and finds Julie's limp body levitating above the ground before it is thrown at Dennis. Dennis hides with Christy in a closet before walking into the kitchen, where Dennis, from a window, sees the women circling around a bonfire outside. Katie and Lois in the same room as Julie's body kill Dennis. Lois then beckons to Christy and Katie and tells them to get ready before they head upstairs. Christy calls for Toby, and growling sounds are heard upstairs until the camera cuts out and the film ends. So, holy shit.
Yeah.
Let's just start there. Because, as I said, yes, I felt a little bit like the movie didn't have the jump scares I was looking for as the first ones. It still had a great storyline. It was
Great
still
story.
well done.
So good story.
The scares were still good.
Yeah.
They were still good. In fact, when we were just highlighting how Christy had to tell Toby she, what did she say? She gave made amends with Toby essentially after she not wanting to talk to him because he like was beating up Katie.
Katie, yeah.
That scene was insane because
Yeah.
that girl was getting like thrown across the room or around the room and stuff by this demon, and that shit was just nuts.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah.
And the Bloody Mary scene was outrageous. What were some of your takes on the movie?
Well, I can't help but be like I'm unbiased because it is my favorite one of the franchise.
Ooh, okay.
I just really I love the story. Like the back lore, like the grandma's part of a cult and this and that. Like I love, like, it's more about the story than the jump scares for that one. And I just think that I just love how when the first one came out, it was just a silly, scary movie that they tried to push off as real, and then of course eventually caught everyone caught on, and they could have just let it go. They really could have
Let it go.
but they just created such a in-depth world, and I feel like that the third one you kind of like get the best backstory so far of like what's going on,
And it's so well placed with the time of the era.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, going into the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
The style of the house.
Like, it was so well done.
Because, I mean, it was made in 2011. That's pretty, I mean,
That's
there's still going to be houses that look like that, but
that's
that was
12
pretty
years old
damn
now.
good.
That's 12 years
It's
old
pretty
now.
damn good. Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I just think that even though I'm normally like, oh, actors are shit. Like, kids, I don't like kids like in movies or when kids are trying to be creepy. I just feel like these little girls, they did such a good job.
I think they did a really good job.
Like,
I agree.
There wasn't a moment where I'm like, oh, these fucking children can't act worth a shit. I don't know. I really like it, and I'm a Dennis. Dennis is great. Dennis is like, he's just such a good stepdad, and it just is always so it's so sad when he dies. 'Cause I'm like, oh, he doesn't deserve that. And like the way that he tries to keep the kids safe, and he's like really there for them. I don't know, it's so good. And then they get to the grandma's house, and then shit blows up, and it just I just love the story of the third one.
But I am upset because the mom's just dead there.
Yeah, the mom just died.
No one cares.
My guess,
like, you know what I mean?
My guess of why no one cares is because the whole point of this cult is to give Toby a boy. And Christy's mom was like, I have 2 girls, I'm done. And they're like, you need to have a boy. We made this deal with this demon, so you need a boy.
Her mom was bugging her to have more kids in the beginning.
Exactly.
Oh,
so since she's like dead
circle.
set in not having more kids, then they're like, well, there's no use for her now. Because we don't know how far back this thing goes. We don't know
it's
yet.
It's kind of scary.
Like, this could have been like the grandma's mother, the grandma's mother's mother. Like, we don't know how far back their family's been part of this thing. So maybe they're like kind of like heartless, and they're like, well, if your daughter's not going to have more kids and won't have a boy, then let's get rid of her and move on to the next group of kids, which will be Katie and like her sister. So, and then I think in the first one, Katie mentioned that her grandma raised them. Like, she very lightly, like you wouldn't even think about it. She just kind of randomly said it, and it just didn't matter at that time.
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
But like, that explains why, because mom died.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Like, Toby essentially murdered her. Like, Toby, and I just like that we have a name for him now. You know?
It's like finally something we can call this creature that's also, because I wanted to call it Katie the whole time, because that's pretty much who's in the current day movies, kind of who the evil one was.
Like, she's like the face of the monster.
But in the third one, she's not.
No, she's the one that doesn't really know of him and doesn't really care about it. Like, it's interesting too that like in the first movie, when you watch the first movie, you think it's all about her, but then you watch the second one, it's actually about like Christy having a son, and they pass along to her sister, which is still a dick move. But then as kids, Christy always had this special bond with this thing. And like, yeah, it's just interesting.
It's also interesting how normal they live their life, so to speak.
Yeah.
Considering the trauma of what they grew up in. Like, that's kind of a lot.
Well, they
seances and
they
like
did
things like that.
say in the second one when like Christy and Katie were talking that they blocked out a lot of it.
Fair.
So it's hard to tell like exactly what they were feeling and such. But they did say that they blocked out a lot of the shit that went on. But I think Christy recalled more than Katie, because I think like Katie, like first of all, like he threw her around because he didn't like her. Like I got the feeling that the demon didn't like her,
or whatever.
Yeah, and like he just really didn't like her, which
he's like, you're not gonna give me a boy.
Yeah, like maybe he just knew, so that's why he treated her like shit. And like I think Katie out of the two blocked out more stuff than like Christy actually like let us like believe she blocked out.
She was really in tune with Toby earlier.
Yeah, they were besties. Like they were like this. They were best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And I think the reason the mom was so anti-demon or ghost is because she was brainwashed to like not know about it almost. Because as somebody said, I can't remember who in maybe the second or this one, but they said that they brainwashed the girls. So maybe they brainwashed the mother to like maybe she can pop up some kids, and then so deep down inside she knew what was happening, which is why she wasn't as like freaked out. But more like, don't bother this thing. Don't talk.
More
about
like
this
she
thing.
like knew it felt normal to her almost.
Yeah, like that's
like,
what
just
that's what I got from her. That's what I got from her was she wasn't
these cameras
scared
are
of it. She wasn't mad at him for doing it. Just she was like, whatever, it's just normal. Like why are we freaking out about this? Like that's kind of what I got from the mother.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What a plot twist! Grandma comes down.
Grandma. Oof. And then so then the next one we're back to quote unquote like present day, like in the next one.
Okay.
But that's all that I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
No. I'm not saying.
Spoiled, of
it's
course.
so hard to watch these movies and be like, because I don't want to spoil things, but I also want to be like, they said this, so keep this in mind for the next movie. I don't want to do that, but like at the same time, like I'm like because I've watched these movies a lot.
Yeah.
I have seen probably the first to third ones a lot. Like my friends would sit there and like we'd watch it over and over and like write little notes and be like, what does this symbol mean? What does this action mean? How is like the demon feeling? Like we would like look at everything. So
I only got to, I think I literally was the first and second ones that I've seen. Mm-hmm. Didn't watch, because by the time the third one came in, me and Kona were just getting together in 2011. So I was in like love. I was
so far from love. In 2011, I was graduating high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I graduated in 06.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was just right in that moment. I missed all the other paranormal activities because it was like right down the line. But I just didn't watch a lot of movies at that time. Anyways,
you still don't really watch movies.
No. Because I fall asleep a lot of the time.
Exactly. And like with us, like as a group, because like we're chatting, so it makes it
and
like
I'm at my desk.
Yeah.
Which hasn't stopped me before from falling asleep here. Like there's been times like late-ish at night, I'll be like this asleep. And Kona will walk in and he'll be like looking and like kind of poke me like, hey, you should go to bed, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Just fall back asleep in my hand. find myself like passing out that way.
Oh
like,
my god.
God, wake up. And it's like close to 11:30 midnight. I'm like, okay, come on. You can do it. There's just stuff I got to get done sometimes.
Exactly.
You know?
But yeah, like I love like the fourth one's really good too, and like the fifth one I've only seen once.
Okay.
And then the sixth one I've also only seen once.
Okay.
I think I didn't like the sixth one. It's my least like favorite one, but I think I might enjoy it this time because like I like to rewatch it and pick out things. Because the whole time at the sixth one, I'm just like, what is the fucking point of this? What is this? What's going on? Like, this isn't the story we all know and love. But yeah.
I don't like feeling that way.
Yeah, so like maybe I was like
something.
kind of judging it a bit, but I think like this time around I'm probably going to like it more. Because I was expecting more also, judging by the poster and stuff. I was expecting a little bit more.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, that's why I hate trailers, cause like they give shit away, they lie. Like I don't like
Lots
trailers.
of lying in trailers. They just try to get you to come watch the movie, and a lot of the time it's not even close to the trailer.
Exactly.
Or what your expectations were from the trailer. So.
But I gotta BRB. Like I know that we're close being done, but I gotta pee, and I've had to pee for like 20 minutes,
go
and
pee. I kind of need to pee too.
I just
so
couldn't bother. So let's
Go
BRB for a
it.
very short time. But
okay. And then we'll do our ending talk.
Yeah. We're back. Sorry, I had to pee real I was holding it in.
Go right now.
I was holding it in, even though I knew that we could pause. It's just I didn't want to pause like I feel like I'm conversation. So I'm like, I'll just hold it, and I'm like, nah, I gotta pee.
If anyone gets it, I do, because I will pee my pants otherwise. So I get it. Totally get it.
Like, there's just sometimes you're just sitting there having a good talk, and you're just like, I gotta pee, but if I stop, then like, it just ruins the flow, you know?
Absolutely. I've been hitting this. Okay, my mom had this giant. Okay, at one point in her life, I got to reel back because it's not going to make sense otherwise. There was a store a few miles away from where I live right now, right? Mm-hmm. This old German couple, perhaps, owned it. Tits loved going there as a kid. They had a giant jar of jelly beans with a scooper.
Okay.
You get it per pound. You get jelly beans per pound, right? So I'd get like a small bag, and they'd have like the jelly bean bags, and you'd know what flavor was what. It's very, very cool, nostalgic, old timey, like old little store. My mom bought that store back in 2008. Okay.
Okay.
She got a little inheritance, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. My dad might have helped with 401k. I don't remember exactly, but she earned up enough to buy enough of the store to be able to make these people, or to buy it and run a store. It was a dream of hers. Mm-hmm. She did pretty okay for the most part, except for the fact that there was a great recession during a chunk of the time that she owned it. So business did get really tough. But she ended up with this giant jar. It's kind of full. I'm not going to pick it up.
You have the jelly bean jar?
Yes.
Is there jelly beans in it still?
No.
What's in it?
And there hasn't been money. Like coins. Mm-hmm. And the point of this story is, I always loved this fucking jar, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted the jar, but it's been sabotaging me lately because I don't have a lot of places to put it, and I don't want the kids to get into it, and they have no idea it's there.
Yeah.
And it's literally right under the pot. It's a pot of gold underneath my rainbow. Okay.
Yeah.
I am the leprechaun.
You are.
I've decided. I think what happens is I keep tapping my shrinker to my chair, and I'll out of nowhere feel, it's not doing it now, of course, but I'll out of nowhere, my chair is like down. And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm this suddenly on my desk? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just fixed it, but this freaking giant jar is sabotaging me in some way.
And maybe when like you get up, it swivels, and then it hits the jar, and then it kind of like goes, whoo.
Something, because now I can't even use my thing at all to put my chair down.
Oh no.
Oh God, I just went down.
You did go down.
But okay, I'm tripping, you guys. I have to pull that up. Something's fucking with me. I have to do this maneuver, to go down.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Like the whole stream, I had all three of those. Anyways, hold on, I gotta put it back up. So I'm tripping on this jar because I think it's fucking with my whole flow in my chair.
It might be.
I'm back up to normal.
Good.
I've been on one tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers.
Oh, this is my cider. It's called Golden State Cider. And it's the ginger grass one that they make.
Nice.
Anyways.
Yeah. Should we do our final thoughts of the night?
Sure.
Our goals and wishes for the upcoming week, if we have any?
Sure.
If we have any. Okay. My wish is that it does not rain on Saturday, but I think it will. Because Saturday's the Easter egg hunt.
Right. Easter. Fuck, it's this weekend.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's this weekend. Sorry. And so far, the weather app is not on my side. At all.
Shoot.
So, yeah, my dreams might be crushed again, but 1 year I will have my Easter egg hunt. 1 year.
There you go.
But other than that, that's my dreams and hopes for the week, is that it just doesn't rain. Even though it's looking pretty strong. Eggs are hiding in the snowbanks. Yeah, hide those eggs in the snowbanks.
I bought some eggs to dye because I haven't dyed any eggs with the kids yet.
Fun.
So I might do some of that. I'm taking on a new like part-time job type thing. My mom used to run the homeowners association my dad's house is in and where her house is at too, or was at. Anyways, and she did a lot, and they basically are replacing her with 3 people.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes. And the president wants to give me some of those tasks that I'm familiar with doing from just helping my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a meeting next week, so I'm just hoping all that goes well. I'm gonna get paid. It's part-time. I'm gonna get paid like monthly, and they're gonna tax me, which makes it even better because I was gonna have to get, because the business is cash right now, I don't get taxed, which I kind of like, but also I probably need to do it different anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get taxed at this job, which I never had before, and so I'll be able to incorporate that into my taxes for child tax credits and things like that. So what I thought I was gonna have to do is get a part-time job somewhere else, like a little market or something, like once a week or something. I don't have to anymore. I have a very flexible option. So that's good news. And like hoping that the meeting next week, which could happen on a Wednesday, which is the 12th, but it also might happen on the Thursday, the 13th. So I'll let you know.
Just let me know.
Everyone, please be aware. But we always we can always postpone or change the date of the podcast to like the weekend or whatever. Sometimes we're able to do that. So
totally flexible.
But not 100% sure that's all going down. The vice president is out of town all of April, so we might not do this even till May. I have no idea.
Okay.
But as of today, the date got thrown in the air, and I said, I'm pretty flexible. Just let me know.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
Because I can maneuver. So that's something I'm hoping goes well. I hope Easter goes well as well for my kids. Because I'm got to be the Easter bunny and set up the baskets and do the eggs.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting together with another fellow mom who equally doesn't have their ish together, and we're like, here we go.
Easter.
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. It's the tasks I'm going to be taking on are things that I've pretty much done already with my mom, so it works out. But it's also, the tax part is what makes me happy, and I'm getting paid a legit amount. And me and the guy were just on the same. It's so nice to just be able to have some type of professional conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And you're all on the same fucking page. It's
yeah.
Like, yes, that sounds fantastic. Yes, please. Great. Excellent. Okay. I was thinking that too, actually. I mean, it just so, yeah, I'm just hoping everything with that works out. That's my, I'm nervous about it because.
It's going to be great.
But it involves in the summer dealing with a lot of homeowners, kind of like what you deal with tenants, but like these people are all coming up on vacation wanting keys to a dock. And I need to make myself available.
Ooh.
So I think what my plan is, if that's the case, and I end up doing that, is I'm going to set 1 or 2 days a week where I'm at an accessible space for people to come get keys for 4 hours during that time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm like not working, go down to the beach, the main beach all the homeowners go to, and just be there for like from 10 to 2. So the kids can have some beach action, and then these people can pick up their keys. I don't know. Cool. It's an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll see. Anyways, so yeah. But let's get through Easter weekend first.
Yeah.
Also, really looking forward to warm weather ahead because we're supposed to be getting some warm weather here where I'm at in the next week. But I also saw snowflakes on the fucking stupid thing. Gross. And I'm over seeing snowflakes right there Friday. Just where you're getting rain, I'm going to be getting fucking snow.
Yeah, it's going to be pissing down.
It's a temp. Yeah, we'll get snow. 2 to 4 inches. You guys have no idea how over the snow I am. Or you might, but like genuinely I'm so over it.
I get it. Like, yeah, snow sucks, honestly.
It's just too much everywhere. It's just everywhere. Just want it to melt. I'm never going to get into my garden this year.
I'm
it's been torturing. I don't think so. Not till July. That's a long time from now.
True, it is.
Like 2 months of summer.
Ugh.
Back. And watch we have another big stupid winter next year. That would suck.
Ugh. Winter
But you know
sucks.
what? The power barely went out.
Oh, that's good.
Let's be real. They like really a few times, maybe for a very short period of time. I don't think we turned on our generator once during the heat, like the density of during the dense parts of the winter. We mostly turned it on in the early parts when the power was out for like a day or two.
Oh, so. Really?
Anyways, yeah, that's my story, and sticking to it.
it.
Apparently, I'm the chatty one tonight. Hi.
That's okay. It's all good.
We take turns.
It's just work's been super busy and very draining for the past 3 days, but like it should like next week should be like a lot like easier. Like it just because it was month end, month start, there was drama with the tenant who didn't like her suite, so we moved her suite and rent and just dealing with stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's just me basically. I'm office now. Like the other girl, she's there, but she is mostly here on the days that I'm off, so then I can have my days off. So
yeah.
And like she doesn't know enough to do a lot of the stuff, you know. So just
kind of
she's just
a
there.
Band-Aid. Essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Temporary.
Exactly. So like it's just been a crazy start of the month, but next week should be better, and then next week after that will probably be busy again because I got like a hearing. We have like these stupid trades that have to go into everybody's suite and like look at the toilets and what kind of toilets we have and the shower systems. I don't know. It's dumb. Ugh, it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, so
to make sure everything's working right, or what, up to code, or
they're thinking of what I understand is that they're thinking of putting in like eco friendly toilets and shower heads and shit like that.
Oh, like no pressure.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. But this is also another thing that some company does. We bring in people to do shit like this and get quotes, and then it never happens. So it's probably just one of those situations of it's annoying for the 4 days that they have to go into everybody's suite, but we're probably not going to hear back from them for like a year.
That's annoying.
You
have to go into your suite too?
Yeah, they got to go into everybody's suite. Even though, like Jordan has said, I can tell them exactly what's in everybody's suite and how many toilets we have and this and that, but they want to go into every suite for whatever reason.
As if one person has a different toilet or something?
Exactly. Like, they don't. That's not
Everyone's pretty much on the same flow, right?
Yeah, like it's all standard. But like...
I was curious. I was thinking about this the other day. How does internet work there? Does every suite have like you guys are capable of having your own like internet router?
Yeah. So like some places, you like for this building, for instance, you can either go with Shaw or Telus, and then they'll come in and the building is technically built with Telus, but Shaw can still be used. And like you just kind of plug it in, you get like a router, and bam, boom, you're good to go.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I was just like wondering, does everyone get their own like little like router situation?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And like we all have our own systems, and like most of them are locked with passcodes. So then not a random person upstairs or downstairs or next door can have your like your password and shit. But yeah,
some people unprotected.
There's probably a random couple, which I'm like, you guys are weird, but okay.
Yeah, I could see that. Like we're sending it.
Exactly.
Go out there unprotected in this world.
Pretty much. It's so weird.
Raw dogging it.
Anyone can just log on in. It's all good.
A little sus.
Yeah, so next week is going to be in theory, a calmer week, but then the week after that, it's going to be crazy busy, but then our boss is back on the 18th.
Oh, there you go.
So that'll be nice, but on the 17th, is the first day we have to go in, like, in suites. And I also have my hearing, which I'm like, when that's going on, I'm checked out. Like, no one can talk to me during this. No one can phone me. No one can ask me any questions. I'm doing this. Like, don't
straight focused.
Do not talk to me, because like also they don't want like people like kind of sitting in. It's a private thing. Like, I don't need trades coming in and out. Like, no, I don't need that. So yeah, I'll probably be like, and on that day it's literally just us two. Like, it's Jordan and me, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
you guys are a great team though. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just with the extra stuff, it's nice to have an extra person present just to answer the phone or something, but whatever.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers, so just make it work, and if someone doesn't like it, I don't give a shit.
Sorry,
I had to do stuff.
Get to it when I get to it.
Exactly. So, but yeah, but like next week will be probably busy. Not next week will be slower, but the week after that will probably be busier, but it's all good.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get news about the new building. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. I hope so.
Hopefully. I'm going to like explode if like he doesn't like reach out with something like next week. I'll be like, dude, you can't just torture us like that.
Yeah. Rude.
You can't do that. It's so rude. So rude. Don't do that.
We don't like that.
No, we don't like that at all. But I'm sure it's happening. I'm sure nothing's going to go weird. So eventually I'll have an update about what's happening.
It's going to work out.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. So good. Yeah, but that's it. It's 9 o'clock. It's not 3.
Somebody.
3 a.m.
No, it's not 3 a.m.
It's not 3 a.m. Thank God.
Ew.
I hate it so much.
Ew. I'm like ready for the next one. Looking forward to. I like this Paranormal Activity.
They're so
movie night thing. It's so fun. I was so proud of myself yesterday. I got the kids in bed, tucked away, came downstairs, and it was like just 7:28, and that's why I was like, oh, I'm so glad I gave myself like I was in bed with John, like, yo, give me 7:35, because I was able to pee, grab a drink, and then come sit down. And I was like, I almost feel like I had a night off from the kids because I nailed that so good, you know.
Nice.
They were tired. They were ready. Sometimes they fight it, so I was like, oof, I might be a little late, but no, it went smooth, so smooth. I was like, yes. Anyways, yeah, so we could rate Orin or Pop Doris. I don't know if Turtle and Chill is on. I didn't check.
They are on. The turtles are there. They're chilling with their little fishy friends.
Love it.
I love this channel so much.
So good. We're getting they were on sale for 50% off. They're little 1-gallon fish tanks for the beta fish that we have.
Oh, nice.
And they're just little guys, and they have little bubbles, nice little airflow, and then LED lights that go in it, so they get like their own little, and because they get really excited when I turn the lights on. I have like Christmas lights like behind them, but they're green and orange. I think they're actually Halloween twinkle lights or whatever. But anyways, I turn them on, and Luisa especially, so all excited, starts swimming around. Even though Luisa's a boy, because those are males. I think they're all fancy looking, but
they're fish. They're fish.
She gets all pumped up, so she's gonna be really stoked when she gets her new little aquarium. Watching the turtles and chills always gets me excited.
Yeah,
like, so relaxing.
So do you want to raid the turtles and chill then?
We have to, since we've talked about it.
We love turtles and chill. Got our real raid command. I'll copy that so I don't accidentally put our things in.
Also, side note, I have a pretty fat bruise.
Yeah?
And I don't know 100% how I got it, but like I had some pain there, and I like just kind of like rubbed on it like a muscle knot. Like, ow, that kind of hurts. Ooh. The next day, it was like a big red circle, and I was like, am I dying? Can I get blood clots right there? Like, I started freaking out. Just a hematoma. I'm fine.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm fine. Anyways, it became quite large, and I was like, okay, hi. I'm a clumsy person, though.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful evening. And if you want to join the paranormal activity movie night, just reach out on Twitter and we'll send you that Discord link if you aren't part of a Discord yet. And yeah, you can join us and discuss and watch some paranormal activity. We're watching the 4th one on Tuesday.
Number 4.
4.
4 of 7.
4 of 7 so far.
There's a 7th that came out last year.
Yeah, and there might be one possibly coming out this year.
Oh, shit.
Which is very exciting. But yeah, hope y'all have a wonderful time. And we'll see you, if not Tuesday, then definitely in Wawta Wednesday, as long as Khalees doesn't have her
some
meeting thing.
Yeah, but I assume it'll be around dinner time, so
yeah, no rush.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
But I'll keep everyone will know via Twitter, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. 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 Bye.